Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to World Cup 2022. It is time for us to create a draft going into this tournament. So I will put the link in the description below for this website. I will also link my new league for this game. For those who don't know, I've been playing a lot of fantasy football games in the past. Done really well as well. This is kind of similar to the Champions League one. Going to be using similar kind of strategies, and hopefully towards the end we'll be able to get a good rank. So I'll be covering every single match day until the end. It's going to be quite difficult though, because we do have Christmas and New Year's and so on, but hopefully it'll be all right. Yeah, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like on the video, as it helps my channel out a lot. Hopefully this video will get around 100 likes. So in today's video, I just want to have a quick look at my draft. I want to look at some of the strategies that I'm thinking about right now. Still early stages, because we've still got a long way to go before the deadline, and things are going to change. The team's going to change, strategies and so on. And I want to talk to you guys about the rules. I think it's important to go through that, because I think there's quite a lot of players that's going to be new to the game that need that extra hand. So let's have a look at the strategies and the rules so far. Now, I'm not going to go through every single detail here, but I'm just going to pick out the most important ones. And don't worry if I do miss any, we'll go back again anyway. I will post another video out, probably like on a Wednesday or Thursday or something, just to do a little bit of an update on the team. So let's go through it. Now, as you can see, the most important thing here right now is we get 100 million to spend on 15 players. The most difficult thing is basically using that budget to get the players that we want. So that's going to be the most important thing to do. The formation, I don't think you need to think about that too much, because when we make our substitutes, that formation will automatically change anyway. So don't look at that too much right now. In the group stages, max 3 players per nation. So like, let's just say for England, we can only bring in 3 England players. Won't be 4, but then later on, like in a round of 16, we can get that additional player that we want from a nation. Now, the captaincy. This is pretty much the main strategy that we need to look at when we are creating our team. The captaincy is so important in this game, because I'm just going to read it and give you guys my opinion on it. So for each match day, you must select a captain who will score double points for your team. You will be able to change your captain by pressing the captain icon available in the player profile. You can change your captain an unlimited amount of times, as long as the new selected captain is yet to play in the current match day. Now, once your captain has played in that match day, you are able to change your captain once more for another player who has yet to play. If you choose to change your previous captain, so just like the Champions League one, right? There's Tuesday games and Wednesday games. Let's just say we've got Messi on a Tuesday, right? And we've got Neymar. No, that doesn't work because they're playing in the same team. But let's just say, it's Argentina playing on a Tuesday and Brazil is playing on a Wednesday, right? So I captain Messi. He goes and gets me no returns, right? Gets me 2 points. You double that up because of the captaincy, is 4. But then I look at him like, oh, I've got Neymar playing tomorrow. Okay, when we have that that time to change our captaincy, I will remove my captain off from Messi and I'll put it on Neymar. Messi's points will go back to 2 original points, and I'll try my luck again on another captain option that hasn't played yet to get double points. So that's why this is the reason this is important, is because we've got to look at the match day, right? And in the match day, there's lots of days in that match day that has fixtures in it, and we need to look at those fixtures, and we're going to try and pick in the players that we want to maybe captain if our players like early on doesn't bring the returns that we want. So basically gambling our points to try and get in the most points. If you choose to change your previous captain, you will lose the double points and your new captain will score double instead. So that is, we'll go through this anyway. Don't worry about it. We'll go through it as much as we can really before the deadline. Substitutes is important as well, because I'll go through the substitute stuff in the draft. So I'm going to skip this for now. But I want to talk to you guys about the boosters. So we've got the wild card, we've got the 12th man, and we've got power captain. The wild card is very, very good. Very, very strong. And I think it's going to be definitely strong for this game as well. If we look at the group stages, right, there's a lot of teams, a lot of big nations playing, weaker nations that I think the big nations is going to just score a lot of goals against. If we make a team for match day 1 and it just doesn't go well, we need a lot more other players. We're interested in other players in our team to fix it all up, or the players that we bought in is not good enough, then the wild card is there to fix that issue. Normally what I like to do is attack the group stages as much as I can really. The 12th man doesn't really sound that good, and to be honest, I don't think it's that good as well, because you're just getting an additional player in your team. I think this will be only good if maybe like in the round of 16 when we get more, I think we'll get more budget, right? We'll see. Where there's a lot of players that we have that is good, and we just want that extra player to come on and to play for us in our starting 11. That's why it's 12 man, so we added in another extra player. We'll see how that works out really, but I'm not really that excited about it. It's interesting, but it's not that, I don't think it's that good, but we'll see. But this one here, power captain, is very, very good, because if you, let's just say you get a return of I don't know, 6 points, right? Obviously that's not enough for a captain, right? You want like at least 10. Let's just say you get 10 points from your captain, but then you get that early on, but you still got a lot of good players left that could get more than 10, maybe get 15 to 20. This one, if you activate it, it will basically captain your most point player. So whoever gets the most point in your team, doesn't matter which player it is, it will automatically get that points, and then they will double that up. So I think this one is very, very good, because if you got a lot of players like, I don't know, I think Kevin De Bruyne and Belgium and Germany's playing in the same day, so you might have like Sane and you might have Kevin De Bruyne, and it'd be quite difficult to choose who might get the most points. Playing this would just find that out, and then it would just double points that. So we'll talk more about that. I think this is a very strong one. I might actually use that in match day 1 straight away. So in the group stages, we get obviously unlimited transfers. So before we go into group match day 1, we've got unlimited transfers. Then after that, we get 2 free transfers. Then I think it's a -4. So we move on, the scoring. Now, the one that I want to kind of talk to you guys about is, winning a penalty is something that we need to look out for. Just winning a penalty, the player who gets the ball and tries to shoot the penalty and tries to score and get that return. No, there's none of that. You just win the penalty, you get that extra 2 points. But if you concede a penalty, it's -1. Now, here's an important one as well, like for goalkeepers. To get them that +5 clean sheet, they need to play at least 70 minutes. So that's something that we need to look out for. The other interesting one that I want to talk to you guys about is midfielders. So every 3 tackles, they get 1+. So if you look at my team, I've got like Casemiro here, that is 6 million, that could probably play up to 90 minutes and will probably tackle a lot. And if he kind of ranks that up, we're looking at about a decent amount of points, like 3 or 4 points. And then, if there's a cheeky assist there as well, a good amount of return from a 6 million midfielder. And for forwards, this one here is very good. Every 2 shots on target will give you 1+. So that's great. And I think that's pretty much it, really. Gonna quickly go through my team, but this is just a first draft. As you can see, I kind of set my team up where, if you look at the fixtures, you know, I got a captain option here on a Sunday. I got a decent captain option on a Monday. That's why I bought Harry Kane. So I got what? Well, let's have a quick look. So Equator against Ecuador. So I got 2 of their players, very cheap, 3 million. I'm not going to go through, but I'll probably captain one of them and try my luck, right? And for Monday, if that does not work, I will captain Harry Kane. If Harry Kane does not bring in the points, as you can see, for Tuesday games, we've got, like, you know, Argentina, and we've got France, you know, playing Australia. Very, very good fixtures for them too. So yeah, if Harry Kane does not do well, I can swap my captain option to Messi, which is probably what I'm going to be doing anyway. And so on. That's why I got, like, Kevin De Bruyne on my team. I got Gundogan. And that's what I said before as well. You know, you got Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan. They're both playing on the same day. Both has got actually very, very good fixtures, like Germany against Japan, and Belgium against Canada. Great fixtures for them, and it's very difficult to pinpoint which one of them is actually going to get the most points. And that's why I think, what was it called, the power captain, right? Let me just have a quick look. The power captain could be the way to go. And last but not least, you know, I got Neymar to kind of help me out with the last final captain return. If, you know, Kane, Messi, De Bruyne doesn't bring me the points, I got Neymar to help me out. But I don't think it's necessary to have the final captain option. So maybe we can use that player's budget to upgrade our players around our defense and midfielder options. So yeah, that is the main strategy, but don't worry, we'll talk about it more. I just want to kind of like show you guys how my team is looking like so far. I've got 2 Brazilian players, Casemiro and Neymar. I've got 2 Argentina players. I've got Messi and Tagliafico, or no, I need to go back and pronounce these names before I come and create another video. I've got Kane and Trippier. I've got De Bruyne. I've got Trossard as well, and that is 5.5. We'll go through more in detail with these players. Gundogan, I mean, there's going to be quite a few good options from Germany. Danny Ward to kind of help me out with cheap goalkeepers. So the strategy here that I'm looking at is get some really cheap goalkeepers that could get something, because in the group stages, a lot of the nations are going to try and get in that clean, like that, you know, that draw to just escape through to the next round. So there's going to be a lot of that happening. But yeah, don't want to talk too much about the team, because there's a lot of players that are not in this game yet or has to be updated. There's a lot of going to be injuries, and there's going to be a lot of changes and confirmations that we need to kind of look out for before we create. But I thought I'll create like a simple draft that is got 100, is using the 100 mil budget, and it's kind of got that strategy there with the captaincy. For me, I'm definitely thinking to use the captain, but I'll have a quick look at more about the next upcoming fixtures and see what happens in Matchday 2 and Matchday 3. Maybe Matchday 3 could be the way to go to use the power captain, because we might get to that stage where I'm not sure who's gonna get the big amount of points. For this one, I kind of know, like, yeah, Harry Kane will probably get a good amount of return. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, because they've got very good fixtures in Matchday 1. Anyways, thank you so much for joining. I hope that this video has helped you. Do not worry if you're confused or anything like that. We're going to create more. I'm going to create more videos anyway before the deadline. I'm going to try my best to create another video like on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday to look at some of the best options or budget options or the players that we need to have, like a must-have ones. So watch out for that. All I need you to do is join my league, subscribe if you are new, and drop a like in the video. It's going to motivate me to create more videos. Okay, so let's do that. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.